Welcome, each one of you guys. So we hope that you have done 5 to 10 revisions, whatever sessions we've taught till now, so that we'll move further and write in the comment section what have you learned, how you're going to apply it, and also if you have any feedback, so you can write in the comment section. And also don't forget to subscribe our channels. And yeah, let's start this session today.
Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome everyone. So today we're gonna learn one more programming language. Last session we have learned about Python, right? So today this session we're gonna learn about R. R is also one of the favorite and most interesting library or language which we can use for data science. Okay, so R is a powerful language similar to Python, but not most of the people are using. But R is a powerful language which we can use for data science. So it is a powerful language and it is a free software environment for statistical related computation and also for graphics. Okay, so R is widely used for data analysis and something called as statistical modeling and data visualization. I will tell R is more useful when in an earlier stage of data analysis. Okay, I will say that traditional analysis we are having no in a like a stage where there is a variation happens, where there is a modification of from traditional to data analysis stage occurs, and the middle range they used R. So R is a powerful language. I have also used R for doing some statistical kind of thing when I am doing my MTech in data science. I have used R for the probability and statistics theory paper, where we have used R to implement some kind of models. It is also simple. It has lots of packages to go with something called as model creation. We are having different models for linear regression, decision tree. It also has those models. And surprisingly, the visualization that we are getting in R, no, which will be like very easier when compared to like Python. In Python, we need to import some packages called as matplotlib, and we need to like tuke each and every parameter in a line by line manner. But in R, we can use something called as within the R function, we can do everything. Okay, so don't worry about everything. So we're gonna learn in a hands-on experience. Now have an understanding of how what is R programming language and how it gonna be working for data science. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Yeah, see, R is very important language again, which we have to learn as a data scientist or AIML or AI researchers or scientists. So because this language will teach you that how to understand the statistical programming, how you can compute statistical, you can use for graphics, you can do data analysis, statistical modeling, data visualization. So it's a very good language which helps you to usually understand data analysis, modeling, visualization, graphics. It really helps you, and it is free software. You can download it, and you don't have to pay any cost. And it's a very good tool. You just need to learn the fundamentals again the same. So you have to the logic, why we are using data and all. So that comes from the data science concepts and all. So all those things will be same, but you will be using R as a platform so that you can do all those analysis and modeling based on whatever data you have. So you need to have good hands-on, because as a data scientist, you need to learn R as well, apart from Python.
Yeah, actually, like yeah. So as Sir is mentioning, if we have more languages in our hands, so then we can work flexibly. But like, I will say this R is more powerful. Like not more powerful. It is like a powerful like when compared to Python. Python is also powerful, but like whenever there is some more kind of statistical kind of thing, R is like powerful. We have
So
some packages
it
which is
is for, yeah, it is for data. You usually for data scientists, like when you when it comes to data, so it is very powerful. Python has its own objectives, so you can build models and stuff. Here you can also build model, but it is not that. So it is specifically around data science. So that is why it is powerful for data scientists. And you need to have a depth into understanding. If you understand R well, So you will become a great data scientist along with Python.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. So we need to learn R along with Python. So that's a great point, sir. Yeah. So we will move on to the next slide. Okay. Yeah. What is R? So as we are mentioning, it is a open source programming language, and it is a software environment for doing some statistics and graphical kind of thing. So R is like a powerful tool, as Sal is mentioning. Whenever it is related to purely data science, it can do something called as data analysis, data manipulation, and visualization kind of thing. So what are the R about? Okay, first is it is an object oriented programming language where we are having data and function. So it will treat everything as an object. Okay, so this R is an object oriented programming. So what happens means it gives us a flexibility to do the data and object to bind it together as an data and function bind it together as an object. Next thing is the interpreter language. So where R is an interpreter language, meaning the code is executed line by line. So that's what's the major thing. Okay. So if the code is executed line by line, what happens means it will throw the error in the line where the error is, so that we as a developer, which is easier for us to we are able to fix the error so that we know the line, right? So it is executing line by line. So whenever a line is wrong, it will stop that. So we will fix the error very easily by whenever we use R. Python is also interpreter language. So this is what one of the advantage of using R. Then it is a cross platform. R can run on operating systems like Windows, Mac, Linux, everything. Okay, so as we are mentioning, we need to use R means it should be available for everyone, right? So that's the reason this R is available for everyone. We can Windows user, we can use. Mac users, they can use, and also like Linux users, they can also use. So that's the reason. Like whenever, guys, one thing, whenever something need to be powerful and more attractive and usable by everyone, it should be available for everyone, whatever the resources they are having. Even though they are having a little bit of limited resource, they should be able to access the package or anything, the product, anything. So that's the reason R is accessible by everyone. So it is very powerful and open source, and it is very useful programming language when we are using data science. Yeah, sir. So over to you, sir.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll go through the concept, and also we'll show you demonstration that how R functions, and we'll have a mini kind of project wherein we'll show you that how you can use R. So that would be at the end of once we finish this uh, in the future sessions. So there you will understand that how to use it, how to install, how to use it and stuff. So R is basically it was developed by uh, two scientists. They worked on Ross and Robert. They worked on this University of Auckland in New Zealand. They have worked on this and they created this tool for manipulation and analysis and visualization. So it's a very strong tool because data science data is a fuel and this is new oil and this is the source. Why AI did not come up 60 years before, 30 years before, because there was very less data. So now there's a huge data, big data. So and that is this is the reason that this language actually they have developed very long, well, they have developed it very back. So now these things are getting popular because now there's a huge data and we require data. For AI you need huge amount of data, machine learning and all those things. So that is why data scientists they are also required, data engineers and all those people, because and for that we have to learn all those things. Python, these are basic things. Python you need to learn. You need to learn AIML concepts. You need to learn data science concepts, stat. You need computer science, mathematics. You need to learn R, so that it becomes a package. You once you have all those skills, so there is no limit. I have seen people getting 1.5 crore per year package because they are AI researchers, they are AI scientists, and they are really earning that much of money, then you can become CEO, you can become anything in today's world. But if you learn all these skills properly, deeply, and that is why these tools, they are very easy tools. You just need to give your time and learn this. And this is object oriented. So object-oriented programming language, which means that data and functions are treated as objects. So, like you see Java and other programming languages, which are they are object oriented, and some are not object oriented. So R is object oriented. You need to remember this. So interpreted like um, so R is interpreted language, and meaning that code is executed line by line. So as mentioned by Raja, so it is executed line by line, and if you get error, you will find where it is and where you need to do debugging and stuff. So then it is a cross function, cross platform language. So it can run on OS, it can run on Windows, Mac OS or Linux or whatever, and it's a very user friendly language which you can easily learn. Just need to you need to be consistent, persistent, and you should not give up. If you have chosen data science or data scientist or AIML or data engineer or ML engineer or deep learning engineer, you need to work properly, consistently, have discipline, and completely learn these skills so that you achieve the goal.
Yeah, so that is what the major thing. Whenever you learn anything, you need to put your heart and soul onto it. Yeah, so this is what all about what is R. Okay, so we will move on to the next slide. Okay, why use R for data science? So we are having Python, right? So why we need to use R for data science? So R is widely used language for data science due to its extensive libraries, community support, and free and open source nature. I will go one by one, right? Okay, so first we are having libraries. So R as one of the like I say one of the interesting and magic library. There is something called as ggplot. So when I'm just working on probability and statistics, sir used to tell me like you need to visualize the data in R. So that time I know only Python. So I started to learn R only for probability and statistics. But I end up getting some very interesting magical package called ggplot. What this ggplot will do means it will plot the data which is more likely than a matplotlib that we are having in Python. You guys doesn't able to believe. I'm also not able to believe in the first time. So that kind of packages we are having, that kind of library we are having in R. Next is community support. So as I mentioning, right, yesterday I mentioned like we are having something called as Rust programming language. I don't know how many of you guys know it. So there is some programming called as alpha beta. Guys, just mention in comment how many of you guys know it, because like this is a programming language. These are the programming language which exist before C. Before C we are having alpha beta. How many of you guys know about it? So if you guys are using that alpha and beta programming language, then there is no community support. I'm pretty sure, because like no one that nowadays using alpha and beta. Nowadays they are using Python. So everyone are using Python. So and this or also most of the people are using. You are related to statistics, they are using it. So these libraries, sorry, these languages has more community support when compared to the language which is unknown. Okay, then it is free. You can download it freely in any platforms that we have seen. No OS, Windows, anything, Linux, anything. Then it is open source. So since it is open source, it's free and open source, it is also like one of the reason that why we use R for data science. So yeah, let us go somewhat deeper. Okay, so extensive libraries. R has a wide range of libraries for data visualization, analysis, machine learning, and more. Okay, we are having models for in the R, like we are having decision tree model, random forest model. Don't worry about the technical terms. These are some of the model terms, machine learning model terms I'm just mentioning. Okay, and active community. So, or as a larger active community who contribute for the development and support, as I'm mentioning, right? So this are also like used by most of the developers, so that this whenever you get an error which is already faced by someone a year or month before, so that it will be very easier for you to just understand, like they will just come and clear your error within a minute. Okay, so that is why you need to use a programming language which is popular and used by everyone. Okay, next, free and open source. So R is free to use and you can modify as you need, and making it accessible to everyone. Okay, since it is free, everyone can use, and it is very accessible, so that you guys can able to modify the things very easier. Okay, that's the thing. Next, we are having powerful graphics, guys. I have stunned with the graphics that the ggplot gives. Okay, if possible, you guys just go to the Google and just search for ggplot in R. Okay, you guys should be amazed with the graphics that they are providing. Okay, with this programming language itself, as Sarah is mentioning, this R is far before when compared to Python, guys. Can you guys able to like believe it? Okay, so today it is famous due to data science. They are using R as a tool to do data science things like analysis, visualization kind of things. So it has powerful graphics, guys. So like it has a powerful graphics ability which allows user to create high quality visualization for their data. So yeah, this is what all why we use R for data science. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Yeah. So you have extensive libraries. Again, it has very rich libraries. So you can use those for data analysis, especially visualization, machine learning, and more. And then we have active community. R has a very it has a large active community users who contribute to development and support for language. So you learn, or it's a continuous lifelong learning. You will be connected with the community who are like pointers and people who have 20 years experience, 30 years experience in data science, and those guys will be you will ask questions, and community support is there. Then free and open source. It's a open source free. You don't have to pay anything, and you can use it, modify, make it accessible to everyone. So you can make your own projects and stuff. And you can ask for help also if you are stuck something. So, and this is the best thing for open source and like the active community. And then you have powerful graphics. It has powerful graphic capabilities, allowing users to create high quality visualization for their data and stuff. So definitely, so we'll not learn lot of languages, but the fundamental languages we need to learn. Suppose if you don't know programming, Python is necessary. It's very easy. English language. Again, R is very simple. It's very user friendly interface it has, and very simple language. You just need to have your logics and concepts clear. You can use it from day one, so no problem. Okay, so once your concepts are clear in data science, you can easily use R. So just need to get familiar with the interface, and it's very user friendly. So that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, like yeah. So like Sarah is mentioning, right? This Python and R are like mostly like a English language. So I will tell if the developer comes and ask me which is a programming language that you need to use for data science, I will blindly say Python and R. So they are very easier to use, and it will be like very easier interpretation that you guys can do by using this R and Python, so that you can do some kind of visualization, which is very easier in these things, because like we are having different packages, right? Lots of packages we are having, community support, those things are we are having. Okay,
So
so
guys, your concepts about AIML data science, if they are clear, crystal clear, that is the phase one. You need to be very clear into data science, AI, ML concepts. First thing. Second is you need to learn R and Python properly, applying those concepts, doing projects. That's it. So once you do that, you become an AI, you will become an AI researcher. It will take time. You have to publish papers and stuff. But You will become AI engineer, you can become ML engineer, deep learning engineer, you can become data scientist. So these are the basic things. If you go in the market, it is very hyped. People will tell you, do this, do that, do this. So we are here telling you simple things, basic and fundamental things. You just need to have your concepts clear. AIML, data science, stat, everything comes there. Those concepts clear. Learn properly, deeply R and Python. Make your own projects. You will be successful. That's it. No hanky panky things. Just to the point with simplicity.
Yeah, actually, like Sarah's made the point, right? So we need to have a concepts of AML. We need to use tools to do the AML. That's it. So that is what everything we're gonna learn this entire end-to-end session for AML, right? So I think we can move for the next slide. Okay. So yeah. So our data structure. So odd supports different data structure, guys. So each design hold and manipulate data in specific way. Okay. So data structure. I think you guys are familiar with it. Okay, from your childhood. Like sorry, not childhood. Like in the school days, you guys have started to learn this data structure. How we structure the data, how we store the data, from how we can retrieve the data. So or also like some specific things. As in Python, we have seen some beautiful things, right? We have seen about list, tuples, dictionary, and sets. Okay. Similarly, we are having different way of storing data in R. We are having vectors. Okay. So vector is a one-dimensional array that can hold numerical, character, or logical data. Okay. So vector is a one-dimensional array. Consider array is like we are having a set of values within one container. Okay. So it is a one-dimensional container. Array like a vector is a one-dimensional container, one-dimensional array where it can hold anything. It can be a number, a character, or a logical data. Next, we are having matrix. I think you guys already know what is matrix means. Okay, it is a two-dimensional array. Rows and columns we are having, and need to hold the data in a row and column manner, right? That is what matrix. Okay. Finally, we are having data frames, guys. This is what the magic happens. You need to convert all the data to a form that the machine can understand, and it will be easier to interpret. So data frames it makes the data in a tabular format, like a tabular data structure that can hold different data types in columns. Okay, here what we'll be having, we will be having features. Okay, we are having columns. So columns are otherwise called as features, and we will be having data for each and every column. Okay, so these are the ways, these are some of the ways where the data is stored in the R. Okay, like guys, think of it. Okay, Python uses different way of storing the data. Okay, it has a way of storing the data in a form of a list, tuples, dictionary, and sets. Whereas in R, we are having some different ways, like we are having vectors, matrix, and data frames, guys. So like both the things are some way very helpful and special. Okay, yes sir, over to you.
Again, so vectors, you don't have to worry about the naming, just understand the meta meaning. So the meta meaning is one dimensional array, you know what it is. It has only one dimension and data is stored in that particular column and a row and a column. So you have data. It can be any data. Okay, so you have, that's called one dimensional array. So you already know that one, what is array. Array is just column and rows. You have number of data sets and it is only one dimensional. Dimensions like one particular dimension it has. So that's what it is. So it holds numeric, character, logic data and stuff, logical data. So same way matrix we have studied. Uh, Matrix is built with two arrays, two-dimensional arrays, means it has two dimensions. So array which has two dimensions is matrix, holds data in rows and columns. So here in vectors, it would be one row and column, but in matrix it is rows and columns. It's plural. There it would be singular, so because it has one dimension. Here it is two dimensions, and then there is another data structure. So See, in C language, you will have different kind of data structures. Python, you will have different data structures. So structures have different, okay? But if you see the meta meaning, you will find there is similarity. There is no change. So there also you have in C language one dimension array, two dimension array, and multi-dimension array. So here the multi would call as a data frames. So in R it would be like data frames. So tabular data structures. See here data structures. So matrix is a data structure. Vector is also data structure. So if you see the meaning, if you see S after data structure, so that means plural data structures in tabular data structures, that is data frame that can hold different data types in columns. So you have different data types which can be integer, which can be float, and which can be like whatever data types are there for universally defined. So those will be in the data frame. So this is how if you see, if your understanding is deep, whether you have learned C, Python, or basic computer science, yeah, so you have to if your fundamentals are clear, you there's no problem. You will find everywhere similarity in the logic. Logic would be same. Logic cannot be changed.
Yeah, that's a great thing, sir. Actually, like Sarah's told a scratch thing. Sarah's told logic is same, but the way they approach, right? So that is gonna be changing. So
Maybe
yeah,
they
like
have
today,
given different name because there would be copyright issues when you're building softwares, or so they can't keep the same names. Otherwise, inside the same thing is there. So if you see there's single one dimension array, second multi-dimensional, two-dimensional. So they have used differently. Otherwise, because there would be a copyright problem, so that is why they change name. But logic is same everywhere. You go in Python, you also will see list is list in Python. List is also same in C language. Logic is same. So logic cannot be changed. The way they do it, that might be little bit different, or they might the way they write, that might be different, but the fundamental logic will be same.
yeah, that's great, sir. Because like due to like Sarah is mentioning, like due to copyright issue, they are having different names. That's the thing. So like this what this vector do is the same thing that the list do, or an n-dimensional array do is the same as a matrix do in the Python. Okay, the data frames we are having a replica of the same data frame in Python by using pandas.
So
Okay.
when we have to learn any language or any concept, we need to learn from that level, so that after that, whatever language, programming language you are learning now, it should be easy. I can understand what he's saying. Uh, it's just a matter of the way they frame their sentences and define their specific terms. You need to understand that, and you will see logic everywhere same. Loop cannot be changed in Java or C or like Python. You can't change the concept of loop. They use loop everywhere, but if you learn in C, you understand. Yes, C++, you go Java, you go R, you go any language, loop is loop. Similarly, the the concepts, the what so what I mean is that we have to understand the axiom. The axiom is the basic premise. So I'm going very back. So back of logic, so we go to premise. The premise is a like the fundamental truth of particular concept, the basic axiom, from where this particular thing comes. You need to understand that thing while you understand any subject. So once that is clear, suppose your concept about array is clear, you go anywhere, you lose any language, you know what is array. Whether it is one, two, three, multi, you know what is array. That's it. So when you know what is matrix, wherever it is written, the way it is written, here, there, up, down, you know what is matrix. And even metrics are there, they're different kind of matrix. So it's not only one kind of matrix. So there are different kind of matrix. But I'm just trying to make you guys understand that whenever you are understanding any subject, understand from a level that nobody can shake you. No subject or any new software or any new thing, because fundamentals will be same. Suppose I'll tell you these things are just structures, architect architectural structures. So whether you make a building 100-story up or you make a 3-story building, your fundamental principle of architect should meet. You should have the fundamental structural concepts clear, whether you make a 1-story building or you make a 1,000-story building, or you make building in yeah, definitely you have to do soil test, and you have to see the how the land behaves, and how whether it's a what kind of land it is, so that you have to build structure. But your structural principles will never change. So so you have to go to the axiom, the premise, basic truth of the concept. Once you understand that, so nobody will you will be always successful, because nobody will challenge you in the conceptual level. So once you're strong in concepts, the implementation is like it is nothing. Application is nothing.
Yeah, that's great explanation, sir. Yeah. So yeah, guys, like today we have just seen about introduction to or why we need or what is the importance that we are having or and we have seen what are the data structures we are having or okay. Yeah, this is what about this session all about. So thank you everyone, guys. So we will meet in the next session. Bye, guys.
Thank you guys. We'll meet in the next session. Great. So understand and absorb these things. If you seriously want to become data scientist, AI, ML engineer, or AI researcher, or scientist in computer science or AI, so absorb these things deeply, and go through 10 times all the sessions, which previous sessions. So then come to this session. Otherwise, it is not going to help you. Then it will go from there, from above the head, what we are saying. What is data structure? So is it some building structure, or is it some other structure? So you have to, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, guys, like we will be connecting in the next session, and please subscribe to our channel so that you doesn't miss any sessions. Yeah, guys, bye bye.